Okay guys, this is going to be a kind of a weird water video, but trying to get these water stains, we have extremely hard water off of the toilet, and I've tried the soda and the vinegar and the mild acids without getting crazy, and the only thing that worked was kind of scratching it a little bit down there lightly, but I don't want to break the glaze of the porcelain, so I'm trying not to do anything like crazy like sandpaper or a pumice stone or anything that's going to wind up destroying the glaze on the toilet. And anyways, long story short, some guy said that WD-40, he left a comment in here that might work, so I was going to try that, and I thought, well crap, I don't have any WD-40. And the one thing that I do have, and he said basically it was just oil, was dissolved minerals, which I was wandering around out in our garage and I found this. And I was thinking, I wonder if, because it's an oil and it's also kind of a solvent meant to dissolve gummy stuff and calcium and junk that gets in your injectors, fuel injectors, carburetors, that kind of thing. I'm kind of a car guy, so this is kind of it's an oddball thing. So I thought, well, what the hell, I'll try this. And I'll give this a whirl, spread it on, let it sit for, I don't know, maybe an hour, rub it on again, and then clean it up and see what we get. So anyways, what's your thoughts here? Marvel Mystery Oil, cleaning up water stains on toilet? Strange, but maybe. Okay, so let's give that a little crack here. I don't know how I'm going to do this without making a big old mess. So I'm going to have to videotape left-handed here. But I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and pour it on a rag. Oh, I pulled out the water in here, so basically you have to kind of dry this off. Okay, that should be enough for right now. Doesn't look like it has like an instant dissolving effect, but it's a lot thicker than WD-40, so it might actually kind of stick to it, was what I was thinking. Put a little bit more on there. Smells good. That's one thing about Marvel Mystery Oil, is it smells good. It smells like peppermint candy or something. Okay. At least with this I might actually see whether it's doing something. Crap. I was trying to keep the water out of it. Well. You can see where I kind of scratched in on here with something lightly, trying to get it to break this down. So I'm not going to have you guys with me on the second round of trying to pull this off, but on the first round. Okay, so what do you think? Gonna work? Yes? No? Alright, check back in a little bit. Okay, here is the Marvel Mystery Oil Water Stain Remover Challenge, and I went and did it. I kind of left a moist towel in there and I'm just rubbing it around every few hours, but I only did it once or twice. But it might be my imagination, but that is actually looking a little bit better, I think. I don't know, maybe. So it's kind of encouraged me enough where I think I'm just going to put on a rubber glove and just smear that around a couple times, maybe for another day or two, and see if we got anything. So I'm going to give this a little bit better chance and give it some more time. So it's kind of awkward trying to actually show this while I'm recording it, so just take my word for it. There's the Marvel, there's the rag. You get a rubber glove and I go whoosh 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 about 3 times a day. Okay, next one will be when it's done. Okay, this is for fun to see if we could get rid of the water stains in here, and I haven't cleaned this up yet. I've just been spreading the Marvel Mystery Oil on here, but not looking good so far, but I gotta clean this up. It's got a huge layer of film and oil all over it, so the only way to know for sure, clean it all up, let it air dry, and see where it winds up back at. But I've let this go about 2-3 days, and I kind of come over here at least twice a day, you know, morning and evening, and rub some oil around on there. So there's always a pretty thin coat. I don't know if it's, yeah, anyway, it's not super high science here. We'll clean it up, see what we get. Okay, this is the great toilet experiment of 2020, and this is right after the Marvel Mystery Oil. I didn't go back and look at it, but it might have made a slight difference, but actually they do look a little bit lighter, but not enough to really say anything definitive, I don't think. And part of this might be is after I clean up the oil, I basically just used soap and water, flushed it 3 or 4 times, and then I kind of used this to kind of scratch around on it just a little bit, sort of kind of clean it up if it picked up any loose stuff, get the oil out of the toilet basically. So I don't know, this might have taken some of it out. This has some kind of mild form of acid, hydrogen chloride. So anyways, one tough toilet stain, so I don't know, might just have to live with toilet stains and say, whatever. But I think I'm going to try 1 or 2 other things and see if I can kind of figure something out here. Maybe I can get like a very, very light sandpaper, like, 1500 grit, 2000 grit, and just kind of dust it lightly to break it up a little bit, but I don't know, I'll try. Okay guys, I think this toilet is getting the better of me. It's like laughing at me. We just have like some crazy hard water stains out here. But this is after we tried the Marvel Mystery Oil, and I've tried CRL. That doesn't work. I thought I'd give this stuff a try. And basically, I've been doing this for about 2-3 days now, where I just basically take a little bit, put it on a scratcher like that. Got my like super I don't know, chemical warfare gloves here. Toilet's kind of grossed me out. So anyways, it's not highly scientific. I've been rubbing this around on here, working on that water stain, and I do this like a couple of times a day, or whenever I have a chance or something, at least morning and night before doing work and all that kind of stuff. But I've been doing under the rim, all the way around. And I mean, we've all cleaned a toilet before, so I'm not going to focus on that. But that is the last thing that I've tried. And I think I'm going to have to surrender to the toilet this time around. I'll clean it all up, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's all washed out and dried. And then you can see when the air gets to it. Well, guys, I have tried damn near everything to get this toilet to come clean. And I just can't do it, so I think I'm going to give up. I think you win, toilet. So I've tried all this stuff, the works, this yuck cleaner, lime away. We've tried CRL before, and you can read them for yourself. I've tried the vinegar, I've tried the soda, the baking soda in the vinegar, and citric acid. I tried that, and nothing really seems to phase it. It is just one tough toilet stain, man.
You've managed to kill just about everyone else, but like a poor marksman, you keep missing the target. Perhaps I no longer need to try.
And it's the only thing that really bothers me about this is it's functionally everything works just fine, but when people come over to your house, they kind of judge you by how your housekeeping goes and everything, and everybody walks in and they look at that thing and they're like, ew, when's the last time you cleaned that toilet? Like 5 years ago? So I mean, don't ever buy a gray toilet is the conclusion to take out of this. It's just it's just the worst thing you can ever do. I haven't bought this, chemical cleaning gloves just to clean this toilet because I'm like a kind of a bit of a germaphobe. And that's the last chance is wet sandpaper, which I haven't done that yet. I'm kind of hoping against hope that there's some other way to do this. But anyways, I give up. We need the extra bathroom back. So this has been going on with the lime away for about 2 or 3 days and the Marvel for about 2 or 3 days before that. And anyways, it just doesn't seem to be making any progress. But it's It's hard to live without the extra toilet in the house. So I'm going to give up on this. I bet you didn't think that you were going to look at a toilet review and see a mention of classic literature, did you? Well, guess again. Here it comes.
This is made with iron rails on which my very soul is grooved to run. Naught shall stop me, Mr. Starbuck.
Ah, she blows! She blows to starboard! The white whale!
He's raised him. He's raised the devil himself.